Hello guys, it's me Joshua, aka Fish from like 3940 here once again, and I did make the promise to you guys, so here it is. So, in anticipation for the upcoming movie Kong Skull Island coming out on March the 10th, I have decided to review both the 1976 version and the 2005 remake of one of the most beloved movies ever from the 1930s, and that is King Kong. And I'm starting with the 1976 underrated gem, King Kong, which, like I said, came out in 1976. So let's get started. So, of course, King Kong 1976 is produced by Dino De Laurentiis, directed by John Guillermin, is a modern remake of the 1930 film of the same name, and the movie stars Jeff Bridges, Charles Grodin, and Jessica Lange, her first movie role. This screenplay for the film was written by Lorenzo Semple Jr., based on the 1933 screenplay by James Ashmore Creelman and Ruth Rose, from the original idea by Marion C. Cooper and Edgar Wallace. So yeah, that's basically how the movie is written. So let me talk about the plot of the movie. So the plot of King Kong 1976 is the owner of the oil company Petros Corporation, Fred Wilson, invests all of his possessions searching on oil on an unexplored island, and the vessel leaves Surabaya in Indonesia with the stowaway Jack Prescott, who wants to protect the ape called Kong. So while traveling, they find castaway Dwan in the middle of nowhere in a rescue boat in the ocean and bring her on board. The group finds that the island is inhabited and the local natives worship a huge gorilla called Kong. So they abduct Dwan to offer her in a sacrifice to Kong, and the crew hikes the jungle trying to rescue Dwan. So King Kong falls in love with Dwan and protects her against a huge serpent. But when Fred finds that the oil on the island is not ready for exploitation, he decides to capture Kong and bring him to New York for exhibition. So in the middle of the show, King Kong speaks and brings pants to the locals. So, that's the plot of the 1976 King Kong. Now, this movie has gotten a lot of flack since its 1976 release, and it still gets hated on today, but there are a couple of people who like it. But me, I like this movie too. I don't love it as much as 2005 for one, because that one I'm going to be talking about in this, but it's still pretty good. First of all, I do like the acting in the movie. I think Jeff Bridges is good as Jack. I think this was a good acting debut for Jessica Lange, and Charles Grodin is also really good in the movie as well as Fred. You also got John Randolph as Captain Ross, Renee Auberjonois as Rory, Ed Lauder is First Mate Conan, and you have uncredited Rick Baker, Peter Cullen, and Will Shepard as the three guys who does stuff for Kong. First, Universal wanted to make their own version of the story of the Legend of King Kong, but they waited a couple more years, and then we ended up with 2005 version, which again we'll get to. But I think this movie is really good. It's enjoyable. The acting here is great. I think the script is pretty cool. They wanted to do something different with the character and with this, and I think what some people don't like is that this movie doesn't have strong characters. I think this movie has strong characters. Now, originally, Roman Polanski was going to direct the movie, but instead, John Guillermin did. And John Guillermin, he was known to, he had outbursts on the set from time to time, got to a fight with the executive producer, Federico De Laurentiis. And so after the incident, Dino De Laurentiis was reported to have him fired if he didn't start treating the cast and crew better. And then Rick Baker, who designed the and wore the ape suit in collaboration with Carl Rumbaldi. He was disappointed with the final suit, which said was I thought the final suit was convincing. Cinematography in this movie is nice. I think the suit for King Kong was cool, and the animatronic on him was cool. So I do like it. And this movie had a lot of production troubles, and so over 30,000 people at the end of the movie, they showed for the night of King Kong's death at the World Trade Center. It's not the Empire State Building, but over 30,000 people showed up to be extras. All the crew was well behaved, and so that scene is very, very sad. That scene is a sad scene in the movie, and I remember watching this movie on AMC and one back a couple of years ago, and I didn't like the movie at first, but on other rewatches I liked the movie more. And I do like the mechanical Kong, which is 40 feet tall, 12.2 meters tall, and weighs 6.5 tons. And it took $500,000 to create. So yeah, that was cool. Yeah, and the music in this movie is cool. I like the music as well. I think the music is cool. John Barry composes it, and just when King Kong starts wreaking havoc, it is really good. It's really good, but the movie got more responses mixed from fans and the original version and most of the critics. But I do think this movie is good. It's not a comic strip. I like the score, and reflections continue to be mixed. And this movie helped launch the career of Jessica Lange, even though some people say she's terrible. I don't think she was terrible in this movie. And it found new life on NBC, and then they made a sequel called King Kong Lives, which honestly I'm not gonna review that one. The sequel to this movie. But I do say the film is really good. There are stuff that were cut out, a number of scenes that were cut out to make the movie longer, and they were put back in for NBC's debut in the movie 1978 to make it more longer, and some people have said it's an early work print before it went into its final editing stages, but this movie's really good. King Kong to 1976, it is a good movie, and I do recommend people watch the film. So yeah, that's my review of 1970 of the original King Kong. If I have to think of a grade, because again I do have issues with it, like there are some cheesy moments, there are some dumb moments that does not quite work, but I still find Peter Jackson's I still find 1976 King Kong a pretty enjoyable movie, and it's a good movie. So yeah, I will have to give it a highly recommender or something. But yeah, so that's my rating for the 1976 King Kong, and I am done with 1976 King Kong. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of Peter King Kong. Do you like it? Do you not like it? And I will see you guys for when I do the 2005 King Kong movie, because I have a lot of things to say on it, and I will be joining a collaboration for the film with Henry Tweet on his channel. So yeah, and if you like this video, you can click right here. We can all have a good time about it. I'll see you guys around.